who wrote Section 230? What is it? Was it a bill that was passed to apply specifically to social media companies, or is it something that already existed?
This was a bill that was passed in the 1990s, in the very early days of the internet, by Congress. And the idea was to both allow technology companies to develop filtering mechanisms for things like obscenity, while also protecting them from lawsuits related to the kind of content they host, to allow them to host like the millions and millions of posts from users without being legally liable for it. It kind of allows, and that element of Section 230 really allows social media to exist as a viable type of business, because if Facebook or Twitter were liable for the posts of their users, the business model would not make sense, because there'd be all sorts of defamation lawsuits that'd be subject to.
Yeah.
So that part of the law is good. The second part of the law, though, which gives them immunity from taking down user content, many people think is the problematic part of the law.
Okay, help me understand that one a little more. I'm not quite there. You're doing a perfect job explaining it, but talk down to me a little more. So explain again what that second part of the law does.
The second part of the law says these companies have immunity for removing content that they consider to be obscene or harassing or otherwise objectionable. So you can't if they take down your content and say, well, I find this content objectionable, you can't take them to court over that. They'll face no penalties. And that's the part of the law that essentially gives them immunity for censorship.
Interesting. Okay, I get it. So I'm trying to, it sounds like a good thing when the way you just described it. Because I'd want them to have the ability to take down, let's just use the extreme example, child pornography, and not be held liable for abridging someone's freedom of speech.
Well, that's illegal content. So the law already does not protect illegal content. Yes. It's just things that are legal, but might be considered objectionable, like obscene content. And in my opinion, I think they should just give users the tool to filter content that might be objectionable. So this is what Google does. They have a safe search button, and you turn the safe search button, and all your results are family friendly. That's fine.
Yes.
The problem is they've expanded this notion of objectionable material to encompass things like so-called misinformation and hate speech and all these vague, politically charged categories, and then they impose their filters on users. They don't give users a choice to turn them off. And they also, of course, ban users.
Wow. That was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Like, subscribe, get more.